Hi. Ugh. It's hot.
Yes, it is.
It's very hot. It's crazy. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life.
Stay in this house with AC.
That's true.
Yeah.
Dude, Central AC, the best. The best.
Shout out to my mom.
Hey. Let's do this.
Welcome to the You Plus Coffee podcast. I'm Jocelynne.
And I'm Adrian. And we still have not figured out what we're gonna do.
We still haven't figured out this whole intro thing. I mean, I kind of like that it's a little sporadic.
Yeah?
I haven't got any complaints yet.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. What you
do you-
got? Oh,
Well, you made us maple syrup? Maple,
syrup lattes.
yeah, maple syrup lattes.
Yeah.
So how would you say that? Just maple
I
syrup
just call
lattes?
it maple syrup latte.
Yeah, because I say honey oat.
That's honey is very different from syrup,
But they make it into a syrup. It's not like...
but it's not. It's different.
'cause
Honey is
it's
honey.
like diluted honey.
How come yours is very nicely blended and mine is just not?
Because I think you gave me the wrong one.
No, this one's mine. I promise you this one's mine. I also know it's mine because the way I poured the shot into mine, it was more up on the glass.
Oh, for those that are wondering, I have oat lattes. She has regular lattes. And because she made them in mason jars that looked identically the same, we're having a hard time figuring out which one's which.
I can
But
tell. Look at the milk. Oh, your oat milk was like darker. Mine was brighter, whiter.
That's crazy.
Creamier.
That is wild. All right.
All right, did you taste it already?
I haven't. Is it good?
I like them. I just okay.
This is what I get for
Shout
trusting
out
you.
to Al Cardell. It rhymes. She's actually the one who told me about doing. I don't know if I do them the same way she does them, but
Yeah.
she's the reason why I started doing
Nah,
them. And
knowing Al, she does like cold foam and like protein, and she adds like 5 eggs to it because she's crazy like that.
I mean,
Yeah.
but I made this for a friend that I went to go visit, and she liked it. So
Okay.
if you don't like it, there's something wrong with you. Anyway,
All right.
okay. I definitely need to mix mine. This is why I need a straw. Is yours good?
Yeah, it's good.
I need a straw. I need to mix it. Can you give me a straw, or can you mix it?
It's not mixing.
I know. Can you go give me a straw,
give me a
please?
second.
Sorry.
You can't see me, but you can hear me.
All right, guys. I'm mixing it better. Take 2.
Okay, we're back.
Okay.
And now we're back from outer space.
All right.
I don't know the
I kind of
rest
don't want
of
a
the
straw
song.
because it does make a lot of noise. So I'm conflicted now. All right, let's try this again. Oh, yeah. Much better.
Okay, so you don't need a straw anymore?
No.
Okay, so you want me to take it back now?
If you would just be so kind. Or just leave it on the table.
I'm so kind. No, because then it makes a mess. Take 57. Okay.
All right.
I still don't trust you that this is oat milk.
This is mine.
If I absolutely crap my pants later, it's on you. I'm
Thank-
self-diagnosed lactose. Not by a doctor, but by myself.
You know what I've heard recently? I don't know how true this is. That if you can drink regular milk, so like with lactose, you're actually a rarity. You're in the,
Top 1%.
I don't know what percent, but apparently most people are like lactose intolerant.
Really?
That's what I heard.
What have we come to?
Bunch of pansies.
Honestly, like,
Just drink raw milk.
it's too expensive.
It is. I love raw milk.
Dude, at
Can
this
we
point,
say raw milk on YouTube?
at this point, like, we just, it's cheaper to buy a cow.
Yeah.
At this point, it's just
Yeah.
cheaper to buy a cow. This is really good, though. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You see, I'm always right. I always tell him, you should just try it. You should just try it. And he never listens to me.
That's how Romeo died, by the way.
How?
Oh, I don't know. He poisoned her. Oh, my bad.
No.
No, she poisoned herself, right? And then he drank it.
She thought. Someone needs to go back to 9th grade. She thought he was dead. And then she unalived herself.
Unalived her. Oh, that's crazy. All right. Cool.
Anyway, and then, I don't know. You know what?
They both died. Moral of the story.
Well, I remember. Do you ever watch Hey Arnold when you were little?
I mean, I wasn't little, but yeah.
You're an adult.
I mean, I still watch it.
So there's this episode of Hey Arnold.
It's probably like in middle school when Hey Arnold came out.
Where they reenact Romeo and Juliet, and that's how I remember it.
Oh, so
I remember Helga was Juliet, and she's like,
That's crazy.
So I think one of them thinks that the other is dead, and so they drink the poison, and then it ends up like, oh no, you're not really dead. I don't know. I forgot.
Stupid stories.
It's been a long time since I've been in high school.
Yeah, Shakespeare, though, he's a
Not
man.
aging myself.
Shakespeare's a man, though.
Yeah. How was your week, love?
It was good. It was interesting. Mm-hmm. I did a whole lot of nothing. Been watching the World Cup. Well, trying to.
Yeah.
My teams are out.
Yes. Okay. So this is what I was telling you earlier.
I don't know if we talked about it last week, did we?
We did talk about it last week, but we recorded on Friday. So we usually record Saturdays. We recorded Friday. And I think what's challenging for us is that we record and don't upload until the middle of the week. So by the time we upload, all these things have happened. It's very old news. But just the way our schedules are, we don't have the time and flexibility to like record unless we upload Monday, which is just too much. It's just too much. We don't have the flexibility for it.
Right. Or realistically, record Monday.
And upload Wednesday.
And then upload Wednesday.
Yeah, but because of my work schedule.
Yeah.
Your work schedule.
Yeah.
But.
I don't really have a work schedule, but yes.
Right. Mm-hmm. So.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
We do with what we got.
Yes. But, yeah, all of our teams are out. It is weird that all the hosting teams are out.
It usually happens, though. Like, it's never. I think
all
it's happened.
Three.
I know it's happened a handful of times, and maybe even less than that. That the host wins the World Cup. If I'm not mistaken, I think Brazil won it when it was in Brazil ages ago. I think. Don't quote me. I could be 100% wrong, but usually the host doesn't win the World Cup.
Yeah.
Next World Cup is going to be very interesting because they're doing kind of the same thing that they did with this World Cup, where it's going to be Morocco, Spain, and Portugal hosting them.
Nice.
Yeah, so 2030, here we go.
I'll be 40. Sad.
I'll be 39.
There's this little kid in my class, and he's 3 now, but he's a soccer fan, and so I asked him the other day, who's your favorite soccer player? And he goes, Ronaldo and Messi. And I was like, well, Ronaldo's out, so.
Dang.
And then his parents came, and we started talking about it. And then I said, yeah, I don't want Messi to win, though. And they both were like, neither do we.
Yeah, no.
And then the dad was like, it's all rigged, Miss Jocelynne. And I was like,
That's
it is.
True too. So supposedly, I saw a thing, I don't know if it's true or not, but like the FBI is getting involved with FIFA now, saying that, saying that there's been some kind of like embezzlement going on where there's like millions, like hundreds of millions of dollars that went missing or something about like paying out like the whole thing for a certain team to win or whatever, and Argentina is the one that's being investigated, so I heard. Again, I don't know how true it is. I just kind of skimmed through it. I didn't really read it, but it would be interesting.
Yeah. I don't know.
So we're anti-Argentina. We're anti-France.
We're going for Norway.
I think we're just gonna go for Norway. See what happens. They play at 2. I don't know what time it is right now, but
I don't know either.
Yeah, it should be. I mean, they play France. If they kick France out, they have a chance.
Yeah.
In Holland, we trust. That guy's such a character too. He's so funny.
Sure.
Yeah. So he played for Man City.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Played. I don't know. I haven't kept up. I'm a Man City fan, but I've become a very casual Man City fan now because I haven't really been watching the Barclays League. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know if he's still on the team. If he's not on the team, when he was on the team, he was a terror, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. And then we're also watching the MMA fight today.
Yes, we are.
It will be
Return of
updated
the
by
Mac.
the time.
Return of the Mac. So, McGregor comes back tonight.
Yeah.
He's fighting at 170, and he's fighting Max Holloway. This is the second time they fight. They fought very early in both their careers. So they were just starting off in the UFC when they fought. I want to say that McGregor got that one, but Max is no joke now. Like, he's just... I mean, he knocked out Justin Gaethje. He knocked out a few others. So it's going to be a really, really good fight. Very interesting fight. I don't know where they go from here.
Right.
You know, rumor has it that McGregor has 2 fights left on his UFC contract. So what he's going to do is fight those 2 out. Supposedly he has the next date for his fight already, which is going to be next year. And then when that happens, he either gets like a big boxing fight, and I say that in quotes because I don't think Jake Paul is a boxer. He can for sure beat my butt, 100%.
It still trips me out that he's a boxer.
Yeah.
Because I remember him from Vine.
Yeah, he was on Disney Channel.
Yeah. Well, even that, I'm like, how were you on Disney Channel? Like, you were on Vine.
Yeah.
I could have been. See, if I would have been like consistent with Vine, I could have been like a TikTok star and all this stuff.
Yeah. Oh no! Are you kidding me? Why? Why you? Always.
This is gonna be one for the outtakes. How did that even happen?
Here.
How did that even?
Give me this.
No.
No,
It's
give me
fine.
this.
No.
No, you're done for the day. You have been tapped out for the day.
Take 20. For those of you that are wondering what happened, I spilled my coffee all over myself.
Oh, look, you got it on me too. Fun.
It's fine. No one can tell.
All right.
What were we talking about?
We were
UFC
talking
fights.
about the UFC fights.
Oh, we're talking about Vine and all that.
Oh yeah, just
stuff.
so Jake Paul. Rumor has it that like McGregor will finish out his contract with the UFC and then just do like big baller moves and go fight Jake Paul for hundreds of millions of dollars. So that should be interesting.
Cool.
Yeah, and then there's other great fights on the card too. I can get into it, but we'd be here all day.
We'll talk about it next week after it's over.
The results.
The results.
Yeah. Everybody doesn't know the results, but we can talk about it.
Maybe we'll do like a short reel.
After the fights?
Yeah.
No, that sounds cool.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then let's see what else happened. We're trying to go to Disneyland tomorrow. Mm-hmm. That should be fun.
Yeah.
I've become a pin trader. It's not healthy, guys. It's not good, but it's fun. So I made the mistake of downloading the Whatnot app, and yeah.
It's so funny because sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but that commercial or whatever always comes out when I'm playing Toon Blast.
Oh, like the ad?
Yeah, the ad. And I'm just like, this is stupid. And then my husband goes and
It's so addicting.
downloads it.
So there's a bunch of vendors, I guess you can say, or people that just sell pins. So they'll sell all their duplicate pins on there. And then you basically bid for a pin. So you can get a really good deal on a very expensive pin. If like the bid doesn't go too high or whatever, then you're good. But if it goes too high, that's where I'm like, nah.
Right. The other day, I don't know why this happens, but I have the shop app and it gives me notifications
Oh, I
for
hate that app.
everything. Even if I didn't buy it or if it's addressed to someone else, but it's our address, I always get a notification. So I got a notification. Your order from Whatnot, your order from Whatnot is being labeled. And I'm like, what did you get? He's like, I got you a pin. And I was like,
I did get you a pin.
I was like, sorry.
It was for you. I mean, it
And
got
then
me a pin too, but
You thought-
the
he's
first
like-
one was for you.
He's like, why are you checking the bank account? I'm like, I'm not. It was the shop app. So, sorry.
How was your week?
It was good. So I went back to work. And
Oh yeah, first week back from having a week off, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I went back to work. Well, I only worked Monday through Thursday. I had Friday off.
That's right.
But it was actually a very successful first week back.
Nice.
I prayed about it and it's just like, Lord, please give me the endurance to navigate crying children because they've been off for a week, so,
Yeah, so their
they get attached.
routine is
Yeah, it's all
off
out.
too, yeah.
But no, it was actually really good.
It's good.
I did have one little friend. He came back extra sassy. And yes, you know this little friend.
Of course.
And so we
my
had
favorite little friend.
had to have a talk with the parents. And the next day he came back very well behaved. So then he goes out of nowhere. He goes, Miss Jocelynne, do you know that I love you?
Aw.
And did you know that you're beautiful? And I'm just like, you're so cute.
Go back to being sassy.
But it's just so funny. Like, they're so cute.
That's great.
And yeah, like it was, yeah. But I love his parents. They're so cool.
The kids are hilarious.
Yeah.
Like I went to, I don't know if we talked about this, but I went to the graduation ceremony that you guys had
Promotion.
and everything. And yeah, it was so funny just seeing these kids like be more excited for like the
goodie bag.
than
Yeah.
like the certificate or like the accomplishment of moving on in life. I thought that was so funny.
Yeah, because they're just like, give me the sunglasses.
Yeah,
it's
like I
fine.
want my sunglasses, I want my candy, I want my cookie, and I want everything else that's in there.
Yeah. So that was Monday through Thursday. Friday, I took the day off to go see my cousin. And it was a lot of fun. She
Yeah.
lives an hour away. And I grew up very close to my cousins. We were all like sisters. This one specifically, like, I worked with her at one point. So she was like, we were sisters. So she has 4 kids. I had only met one. And her oldest is 7 now, I believe. She's in 2nd grade. And they were so cute. Like, she had warned me, they're going to want to talk your ear off. And I was like, it's fine. I work with kids. It's fine.
Like all kids do.
And yeah, like, there was a point where we went to the park and she's like, oh, they'll go play. And no, they kept coming to the blanket. And she's like, can you leave? Like, she's like, we're trying to talk.
The adults are talking.
Yeah, but they
That's
were
funny.
so cute. They not painted, but watercolored some pictures for me. I got a friendship bracelet.
Yeah.
So they're really sweet and cute. So I'm praying that we just get closer. Obviously, it's hard. Like, she's in a different season of life. But yeah, hopefully we can get closer again.
Yeah.
And
Make it happen, Captain.
yeah. And then after that, I came home. We had dinner because it was kind of early for dinner, but then we went to Selah Grace and we went to a Faith and Fire event.
Yep.
I have never been to one of those. It was a co-ed event. And I knew there was going to be a devotional and worship. I knew that. I just didn't know like what was going to happen after. And
It was weird stepping into the gym. Because like, I stepped into
The lobby.
the receptionist area.
yeah.
And even that felt weird. So Selah Grace is an all-girls Pilates gym.
Well, it's not just Pilates. It's a restoration gym. So it's Pilates, cycling, and then they have an open gym.
Okay. But it's all
But it's all
girls.
women. Yeah,
So-
it's an
and
all-women gym.
So even being like like 2 steps into there, I was like, I shouldn't be in here.
I don't belong.
You know? And then seeing the rest of the gym, really, really cool gym. Like, I wish us guys could have a gym like that. Maybe a little more masculine, but it was still really, really cool.
Yeah.
But it did feel weird being like in a space that you don't belong in,
Right.
you know? But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It
Yeah.
was really, really cool.
Yeah, so Dana and Chuck, they're married. They both own the gym. Obviously, he's her husband. Chuck delivered a devotional. And it's so funny because he was talking about us being attached to the vine dresser. And that's something that the Lord keeps showing me, like, by your fruits they will know. So just the fact that he kind of talked on that again, it was just like, oh snap. Like, obviously God's trying to tell me something about the way that I conduct myself.
Right.
You know? So yeah. And then afterward we had some worship, and then we all kind of just got in a circle and prayed. And I've been a part of like prayer nights where kind of just popcorn and then one person prays and then it's done and it's over with. This one was different from anything that I've ever been a part of before.
Same, yeah.
Because there were some prayers and confessions of faith that were so obviously it was the Lord. Like, no denying it. And you just felt the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
And there were people who were prompted to pray again and again and again. And like, I don't know about you, but sometimes I'm like, okay, like, we gotta stop. Like, I just want to get home, you know? I didn't feel that this time.
Yeah, I didn't either. I have very flat feet. So like my feet get very tired when like I'm just standing in one spot. And last night, like, I didn't feel any tiredness. Like, I felt good. There was a point where like I knelt for a little bit just to like, you know, give my feet a rest and stuff and like give reverence to the Lord, obviously. And then I stood back up, but it wasn't like fatiguing, if that makes sense. But yeah, it's something that I've never really experienced before. Like you said, like, I've been part of prayer nights and things like that, but last night was just very interesting. And there was just a handful of us there, and yeah, like, you really felt the Spirit. You really felt like what, I guess, I don't like saying like this, but like day-to-day Christians feel, you know, throughout their week or throughout their day, and how much like of a failure we feel sometimes, or how much of a disappointment we feel at times too, like towards the Lord and everything. And then hearing everybody's, like, I guess, testimonial prayers, you know, was very different, and it was just very uplifting because we see their struggles, and not that we want to focus on their struggles, but we see their struggles and then we see like their gains after.
Yeah, like the Lord delivers them. Yeah. We're obviously not going to go into detail because there were some very personal things that were shared, but there was this one person who, and I noticed it, but you said it last night. He was praying, and you could hear him struggle in the beginning of his prayer. And somewhere in the mix, it went from this like struggle to this peace. And I think we were all crying. Like, I was already crying before that. Yeah. And it's so funny because I don't really get emotional like about prayers or things like that. But whenever I'm at Selah Grace and there's prayers and there's things that are in my heart, like, I just start to feel moved, and I start to feel like I either have to say something or let it out one way or another. So the first time I had ever gone to prayer at Selah Grace, every first Monday of the month, they have a prayer morning. So it's something like that, but just with the girls. Yeah. And that's when I was bleeding for so long. And I just started crying, and I told them what I was going through. They prayed for me, and then that week I stopped bleeding. And that was the first time where I was like, that's weird. Like, was it the Lord healing me in that moment? Or was it just my body, like, mechanically? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I start to question that, you know? But obviously, it's the Lord. Whether it was, I don't know. Like, obviously, it was Jesus. Like, he maneuvers everything in my body regardless. So he could have stopped it, or he could have made it longer. Right. So last night, I just kept feeling this, like, pressure and tug on my heart to like just share, just be thankful, like, you know, ask for forgiveness or let go of things that you're holding on to that I have said out loud, like, oh, I'm letting it go, but obviously I'm still harboring it. And then out of nowhere, I just started like praising God out loud. And then I said something that I haven't said out loud in a long time. And I'll share it with you guys because obviously it was me speaking. But I think we've talked so much about like, well, if we have children, well, if we not, if we not, if we not. But like, I don't think I've actually prayed about it like that in a long time. And I said it. I was just like, Lord, like, if it is your will, like, for us to have a child, like, I pray that you bless us with one, prepare us. Like, I just got really specific. And I was even like, where is this coming from? Like, what is going on? And it was the Holy Spirit just doing something in me and through me. And then you hugged me, and then I started crying harder. And I didn't tell you this last night, but like, even the way you hugged me, I haven't felt like that type of intimacy or like hug from you in a long time. So I was just like, but yeah, it was really cool. It was really cool. And we are more reformed in our theology. So I think sometimes like we see things, like, it's obviously a non-denominational gym. Like, everyone's welcome. I have friends who are Catholic that go there, and, you know, it's not a thing. But sometimes we joke, like, oh, we're a little too reformed for this, or we're a little too reformed for that. But last night, it was really cool just seeing... Sorry, there's, like, a fruit fly flying around. It was really cool just to see the body come together, regardless of our theological differences.
Yeah.
Because we obviously... Christians all around the world, like, we all have different theological beliefs, but we agree that Jesus is the only way to salvation. And like, as long as it's not a salvation issue, I don't care. Like, we're all going to the same place.
Correct.
So it's really cool when I encounter moments like that, because in my 10, 11 years of being a Christian, I think it's longer than that, I've never experienced the Holy Spirit like that. So it's just like, almost like the Lord is showing me something different.
Yeah. One thing that really like stood out to me that I've never experienced before was having worship in the background while we were praying. And it wasn't like loud or anything, but it was just loud enough for you to like hear it and know what song it was and stuff. So like when others were praying, you know, I was just worshiping the Lord through that song in that moment. And that was very interesting to me, because I've never, like, every prayer event that we go to, it's usually, if we do worship, it's worship, and then it quiets down, and then it's like it's just quiet.
It was almost like an afterglow.
Yeah.
Because someone else said that, like, it was an afterglow, and I was like, it really was.
Yeah, it was.
And I haven't experienced an afterglow in a long time.
Well, you don't really hear much afterglows nowadays, at least in my experience.
Not in the Baptist world.
That's true too. Yeah.
Just kidding. I love you guys. I'm considered a Baptist as well, so I can say it.
All right. And yeah, so I do say ums a lot. I just like
yeah,
so
try editing
ugly.
this thing.
So ugly. I'm gonna try not to say it. And I'm just kidding. Yeah, so that was really, really cool. Went in and out after with some friends that were there at the event too, and we were talking about it afterwards. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was really, really cool.
Yeah.
Something I would like to do again.
Yeah.
You know, if the Lord wills it, and then we'll go from there.
It's so funny because the friends that we went to, it's funny because I've technically met them
Yeah, you have a
in
history with them.
2015, but we lost contact, so we were friends again. And I had said, like, oh, I've known her since 2015. And then she was like, well, we met in 2015. I was like, you're right. Like,
That's fair.
Like, you know, it's true. Like, I haven't known her all these
Right.
years. So I was like, so it caused me to think things differently. Like, oh, like, there is a difference between, like, meeting someone and knowing someone. At the same time, I just made this connection. I've seen this connection before, but it just, the Holy Spirit. There's a difference between meeting Jesus and knowing Jesus.
Yeah.
And I think that's a lot of like our walks where like we meet him, and that's kind of what Dana was talking about. Like we met him, we accepted salvation, great, cool, perfect. I'm good. I'm going to heaven. Like it's
Right.
fine. Not that you continue living in a sinful nature, but you get by doing the bare minimum of like, well, I'm a churchgoer, I serve, I do this. But you lack an intimate relationship with him where you don't really get to know him. And it's not until you have that personal, in-depth relationship with God where you're constantly in the Bible, constantly praying, constantly worshiping him, that's when you get to know who he really is.
Right.
And that's when you start to feel the gravity of what he did on the cross, because he knew us before we knew him. And Al puts this beautifully, like, even on my best day, like, I would still reject him. And that's how I know he chose me. Because if I'm doing great, why would I need him?
Right.
But it's when we're in, well, granted, we need him every single day of our lives. But anyway, back to my friends. I met them in 2015. We were going to the same church. We got saved around the same time. And then they stopped going, and we lost touch. We lost touch. And then fast forward 10 years later. 10 years later.
Just about, yeah.
I go to Pilates, and this is when I kind of started opening up a little bit more. My coach, she goes, "Oh, Victoria, like this is," sorry, I just name dropped. Love you. This is Jocelynne.
Nice.
I've been trying to do really good at not name dropping because we did that a lot in the beginning, and not that it didn't go well for us, but anyway. She goes, "This is Jocelynne," and then she goes, "I know you," and I'm like, "We do?" Like and she's like, "Yeah, we went to church together in Eastville," and I was like, when? Then she told me, and I was like, oh my gosh, yes, like I totally remember you. She had blue hair, I had purple hair, like we were the oddballs out. And so yeah, it's just so crazy. Her family owns the nail salon where I used to go get my nails done.
Yeah.
So it was just like we were always kind of connected in a way. And so now that we've reconnected, the Lord has just kind of sparked this friendship again. And it's just so cool because we're both so different from where we were 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
And so, like, to reconnect now on this other side of our relationship with Christ, where we're both on fire for the Lord. You know, she is a mom. She married her boyfriend, who was her boyfriend at the time. And they're married, and they have their business. And they're really encouraging. Yeah. Like, very positive people.
My favorite matcha cart.
Oh my gosh.
Like my
Illy
favorite
matcha cart.
Matcha cart.
Sponsor this video. I'm just kidding.
That's crazy,
but
okay.
I'm really picky with, someone said I'm not picky with matcha because I don't know the different types of matcha, but I know the difference between a good matcha and matcha that tastes like grass. And so as long as it doesn't taste like grass, it's good.
You could say a bad matcha too, like.
Yeah. So their matcha is so good.
Yeah,
like,
they have like that silky matcha.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, it's
I
fantastic.
actually did tell her like we should do a podcast episode together called You Plus Matcha. I think that would be cool.
That would be cool.
So if you're watching, let us know. But yeah, I can see us getting close. They live not too far from here. Mm-hmm. So yeah, just the Lord. I've said this before, but the Lord has really blessed us through just going to the gym. And it's funny because we all tell Dana, like, she tells us like it's just all it takes is a yes, but at the same time, if she wouldn't have said yes, none of the ripple effects would have happened. And so many ripple effects have happened. You know, my relationship with Christ, I feel like, got renewed there. I've made so many friends. I've started to build a community. And I'm just so excited to see what God's going to do.
Yeah, we were kind of talking a little bit about maybe opening up a all guys gym, you know, just because I think as men, that would be really, really cool, especially like a men's Christian gym or Christian men's gym or however you want to put it.
A faith-based gym.
There we go. And the difference that it would make in like our community, just have an all guys gym
Yeah.
would be really, really cool. So we're trying to get Chuck to do it.
Yeah.
Which
We're encouraging
this guy,
him.
man. This dude's like, how old is 67?
I think so.
Jacked, just ripped guy. I was like,
Yeah, I
holy
didn't know
smokes.
he was. I don't like saying that old because it sounds old, but I didn't know he was that old.
Yeah, I don't know he was that young. How about that?
Yeah, well, I thought he was younger.
He looks younger, yeah.
Yeah, so, and then we found out that their anniversary is actually on your birthday.
On my birthday.
Like, literal day of birth, they got married.
Yeah, in 91, right?
Yeah, well, she said that they're going on 25 years of marriage.
Oh, so
you're going to be 35. Oh, so it was your 10th birthday.
My 10th birthday. That's
Your
right.
10th
We did establish
Yes,
that.
yes,
yeah.
yeah. So, but yeah, it was really
we were
cool.
both partying that day. What's up?
As a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really cool. And I almost was like, we're not going to go because I had a thing in the morning and I got set off. I saw red and I just got really mad. And I was like driving and I was just like, we're probably not even going to go tonight. Da, 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 da. And then within the hour drive, I like asked, I don't know if I asked you for forgiveness. I said I was sorry, but if I didn't, forgive me. So like I calmed down, I relaxed, and then I was like, oh, that was an overreaction and like whatever. So then I was like, okay, maybe we will go to the event tonight. And so we did, and I'm so glad.
Over here like, happy, happy, happy.
I almost thought we weren't gonna go. And I do think that the enemy, like, yeah, I don't want to give the enemy that much credit, but I think he does try to distract us from the work that God's doing, because God's gonna God no matter what, you know? But I think the enemy tries to distract us and tries to take us off course, and I think that's what happens. Like I even told my cousin, like, why did I get so mad, you know? And then I could go back and like, oh, okay, well, because of this, because of that, because of that, because of that, because of that. Okay, that was my final shot, and that's why I snapped. And obviously that's like a me problem, but even
I
like
won't ever tell you that, but yeah.
but like even filming today's podcast, like so many things have gone wrong, like,
Yeah.
and I can't help but think like, oh, we're gonna talk about this event, and like the enemy obviously doesn't want us to share what God is doing.
Yeah.
I think we have to recognize that and like just say no.
Yeah, no, I saw this hilarious.
Not today, Satan.
I saw this hilarious meme the other day where I guess this girl is no longer a Christian, and then she's like, ever since I stopped being a Christian, like the devil hasn't messed with me or whatever, right? And it's like, so this is your thing, like leave the church and blah blah blah. And it's a stitch. So this other guy was like, yeah, because there's no friendly fire when you guys are on the same team. And I was like, that's so
it's
true.
I remember
He's
when
like, you guys are on the same team. Like, why are you guys gonna fight each other when that's not the
he
plan?
already got you, so he doesn't have to attack you.
Exactly.
I remember when we moved and we were going through all the things that we were going through. After the car got stolen the next day, I went to work. It was a Friday and it was morning prayer. And one of the I walked in and I just immediately started crying. Like tears, like my coworker hugged me. She's like, it's okay, whatever. And then another teacher stopped me and she's like, you know why all this is happening to you, right? And I was like, no.
Please indulge me while I'm down already.
And she goes, because you're a woman of God. She's like, and the enemy's gonna attack you, and he's gonna try to bring you down, and he's gonna try to dim your light. She's like, so this, like, it's just more evidence of how much you love the Lord and like how much he's doing in your life. And I was just like, thanks, but like, it's like, it was really encouraging, because I think sometimes like we as Christians, when we're going through trials and circumstances, yes, like it is a good reminder to rely on the Lord in all, like I said, in all circumstances. But we do need to remember that God's word says we are going to face trials and tribulations. We are going to face backlash. We're going to face all these things. Why? Because they did it to Christ first. So if they did it to him, why wouldn't they do it to us?
Yeah.
And those are the things, like, I think even Paul says it. Like, I'm paraphrasing what he says, but it's a good, consider it joy when you go through trials and I mean, I think it's in James, actually. Consider it pure joy when you're facing all these trials, because it just means you're doing the work of God. And so that's really changed my
And those
focus.
guys went through it.
If they, like, they were literally facing persecution, and like here it's like, oh, I'm gonna get some backlash online. I'm not gonna share the gospel because I'm gonna get hate comments. Bring it on. Like, I don't care. Like, and yeah, I've just noticed the Lord do a work in my life where Victoria actually told me this, like, let all offenses roll off, you know, and they really have. Like,
that's what your mom tells you too.
Yeah, she does. My mom's like, let it roll off, Jocelynne. Like, it's fine. I don't care, you know. But it's so true. Like, if they mocked Jesus and whipped him and, like, to the point of disfiguration, and he still decided to go on that cross. After the brutality that he endured on the way to the cross, he still willingly was like, and said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And it's just like, oh my gosh. Like,
I know. And then we stub our toe and we're like, I'm not going to church.
Okay, that actually did happen.
That's it. I'm not going.
That actually did happen though one time.
Yeah.
But I couldn't walk, in my defense.
Bro, you and your feet, man.
Sometimes I walk around the gym with no shoes.
Oh my.
And I'm like, I'm going to go down one of these days. But anyway, it was a very encouraging weekend.
It was.
And I found out that one of my cousins recently accepted Christ.
Oh, yeah.
And so I want to reach out to him, but I also don't want to, like, be that. His sister was like, he's kind of annoying about it. Sorry, no offense. And I was like, no, take it. Like,
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah.
I was like, that makes me happy. But yeah, I want to get in contact with him. Turns out he only lives like 5 minutes away from my work.
Nice.
So he's really cool. But yeah, I'm just, I don't know why I said it like that. I'm just really encouraged. And
Yeah.
it's
super encouraging for sure.
Yeah. I also saw you pray, like, with a confidence that I've never heard you pray in before. So that was encouraging to me too. I was just like, oh, who is this man?
No, for real. I was like, who the heck am I? What's going on? No, but it was really cool. Like, I don't want to say it like, oh yeah, it was like the event of the summer, you know what I mean? But it was really cool.
Yeah.
It really, really was. And you could really feel the Lord in there, which is amazing. Like, one of the prayers, one of the guys was like, God, like, don't just be in this room, but be in this plaza.
Yeah.
You know? And I was like, dude, I would have never thought to pray for the entire plaza.
Yeah.
You know, like he did. And I was like, you know what, God, like, do you, man.
Yeah.
Like, do you, if it's your will for this entire plaza to, like, convert, why not?
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, that is the heart of God, is that everybody would come to know him, because he wants to fellowship with us. He wants us to be in communion with him. But because of sin, unfortunately, we can't. And I think that's the first step. I kind of mentioned this last week at the end of the episode, but sin is what separates us from God. And there's a difference between habitual sin and then, like, we just have a sinful nature. Like, if the Bible calls, I'm just going to call it out. If the Bible says marriage is between a man and a woman, and we're not supposed to be promiscuous and sleeping around, sex is a covenant thing between husband and wife. I've done it, so I can speak on this. And, you know, how can I call myself a Christian if I'm going and sleeping around with someone who I'm not married to? And do I really know Christ? Has Christ really conformed my life? And there's obviously a sanctification process that happens, but you really have to submit yourself and humble yourself to say, like, Lord, I need you every single day, and I need you to take this desire away from my heart. What I'm trying to say is that there's a difference between, well, I'm saved, so I can do whatever I want. I can go and get drunk. I can go and sleep with whoever I want, because no matter what, I'm going to get to heaven.
Yeah.
And the difference between, like, I've struggled with drinking. I've struggled with being drunk. I've struggled with promiscuity. Lord, I don't want to be that person
Right.
anymore. I want to be someone who abides in you, and I want to be someone who lives for you. Take it away. That's the difference. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, just because Jesus offers us salvation, that doesn't give us the free range to do like, well, I'm going to do whatever I want anyway, so I'm going to heaven. Like, no.
Right, yeah. It's not like you go to the club and then it's like, oh, well, I'm saved anyway.
Right.
You know, and it's weird.
It's a sanctification process, and
Yeah.
everybody gets there at their own pace because God works in everybody different. I'm not here to judge you if that's something that you're going through. I'm just here to encourage you to surrender your fallings or your shortcomings to Jesus. Like, he can use it and transform it and make it into something beautiful. Like I said, me and Adrian went through it. Like, we struggled with
Yeah.
sexual sin, you know, and I think it was God's will for us to be together. There's no doubt in my mind. But I think because we tried to mess with it, it took us longer to get here.
Yeah. It's
You
not
know,
messy.
you're never too far gone for Christ. He just,
No. Yeah, no.
yeah.
Yeah, he's going to let you fall on your face and do all that, but he's going to be right there to pick up the
He's
pieces.
gonna pick you up, and he's never
yeah.
gonna be like, "I told you."
Right.
Well, figure it out on your own. No, he's gonna be like, "Come, welcome back. Let's pick up the pieces. Let's dust you off. It's gonna, the healing process is gonna be hard, but I'm here for you."
That's what I love about that one song, worship song. It's like, come as you are. It's true. Like, I remember that used to be the altar call song of back in the day. And everybody used it, and it was a great song. But it's the words that are in it are very true, where it's just, come just as you are.
Yeah.
Because Jesus is here for you. Jesus is going to pick up your pieces and he'll
He's
put you
gonna
back
do
together.
the cleaning for you. You just have to.
He's going to super glue you back together and be like, all right, let's go on this journey together.
Yeah.
Now, you are going to break some limbs and everything along the way, you know, because it's not easy. Like I always say, it's like being a Christian is the hardest thing ever.
Because you have to deny yourself.
Right. And it goes back to that meme where it's like, oh, I live Christianity, so my life is much better because like the devil ain't doing anything to me.
Right.
You know, where as Christians, like you go through that, you know, and the devil's going to set traps and you're either going to fall or you're going to prevail. And most of the time it's like when you prevail, it's great. But that just means like the next one's just going to be like that much more intense.
Right. It's
know?
all a refining process. Like, there's always that example of like, how do you get olive oil? Well, you got to squeeze the olives. Like,
Yeah.
you got to.
I've been watching this show. It's a little old, but it's true. It's called Forge and Fire, and I freaking love this show because it's these forgers, and you know they grab a piece of steel that looks like nothing. You know, like the episode I was watching was she used lawnmower blades, right? And it's just like these big old thick pieces of metal that look like nothing, and then you know they throw it in the fire. And they get it red friggin' hot, and then they start hammering it, or they start shaping it into a blade that's gonna be a functional blade that's gonna cut through carcasses, rope, tennis balls, whatever like the challenge is for that week. And then, you know, like out of nothing, out of filth, you go through this refining process of being in that fire, being in just high temperatures, getting red hot to where it's like almost it's a melting point, and then you can shape it into something that's going to be beautiful, that's going to be functional, that's going to eventually just be a knife forever, you know? And then, you know, there are going to be times where your knife dulls out. There are going to be times where your life feels like it's a dull. And then what happens? You get another person that's iron, and then you have iron, and then you sharpen each other, and it's like iron sharpens iron. And then there it is. You're back to being a sharp knife again.
Yeah.
And I think that that's a really cool analogy that we do go through that refining process. We do go through trials and tribulations and all these things. Why? To become something beautiful at the end of the day.
It's all to make us more into the image of Christ. Yeah. I love that. I almost pictured like the knife going in, like to the forge, and it, like you said, it's hot, it's ugly, it's this, but then you bring it out and it's like, wow, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And that's what Christ does with our lives.
Yeah.
Like,
And I mean, these things get a beating. Like, I mean,
Right.
these hammers are just ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then you hit that thing, and then it sparks everywhere. It's so cool.
Yeah.
And then you get put into hot oil to harden like the steel, and then that becomes a knife.
Yeah.
And then it's like, you know, it takes so much to get this beautiful product at the end of the day. But like I said, like it's functional. It's
Right.
going to work. It's going to do the best that it's gonna go through, right?
Yeah.
And like that's us too, you know, where we need to be ground out or grinded
Yeah.
out, you know, to where we're a sharp blade again.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you could get fancy with it. You can put decorations on it. If you want to be a decorative knife, go for it. You know, that's all you.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
just going through that sanctification process, that refining process, and it's gonna suck. It
Yeah.
is 100%. But in the end, it's gonna be worth it because you're gonna see
The fruits of your
everything
labor.
that you went through, yeah.
Yeah.
And then to get to where you are.
Yeah. That was our night at Selah Grace.
Yeah, very, very cool.
It was really cool.
Thank you for the invite.
Yeah.
It was fun. Hopefully they do it more often.
I think they said they're going to do it once a month.
That's good.
So,
I'm in.
yeah. We'll see. Anything else?
I get my stereo receiver hopefully rebuilt next week.
Do you have to call?
Very excited for that. Yeah, I gotta call the guy. And then he said to take it Friday. So
okay.
hopefully that works out, and then I'll have a fully functioning stereo, which should be absolutely fun. I gotta get speakers for it though.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
We'll see what the budget allows. But yeah,
Yeah.
I love that thing. It's so cool. I can't wait to hear it. Like I literally cannot wait to hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else for you?
No, but we did have a comment on our YouTube page that someone would like for us to read a book in the Bible. So I think that's something we can pray about, is like reading a book together on here, kind of discussing it, going in depth, like reading it with our viewers. I think that would be cool. And something to pray about. But yeah.
It'd be interesting for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. There's nothing really else that I have.
There's nothing really else.
There's nothing
Nice.
else really. Half of my coffee spilled, so I didn't get to drink the whole thing.
That's fair.
But yeah, I'm just excited to see what God's gonna do in our lives through this podcast. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I don't want to say I get discouraged, but I get like, I don't want to be a content creator. I just like organically posting, and like to feel like we have this Instagram page that is like strictly like coffee and like this, and it's just like I don't want it to feel like a chore. And that's where I struggle sometimes, like even when she's redeemed, like I don't want to feel like I'm creating content. Like I want to be organic and natural, and that's kind of where I struggle with social media. But like I've said before, like may the Lord just continue reminding me that even if it's just one person that we're reaching out, like we're going to continue to do this.
Yeah.
We were gone for a year. So like our momentum is kind of like I see the views sometimes, like our first 8 videos, like the first one had like a couple hundred, and then they've been lower and lower. But I'm just like, you know what, Lord, like even if it's just one. And I'm very thankful for the people that do like stick around and watch. Like I love you guys, and you know, we do this for God first, but also we do it for you guys. So
Do it for the vibes.
we do it for the vibes.
Do it for the
But
vibes.
yeah, I have vision, not like visions, but like I do have like things that I want to happen, and like I'm putting it all in God's hands, and I know it's going to be a slow process,
Yeah.
but
We're planning
it's all
on having,
stepping ground.
Yeah, and then we're planning on having guests on too and everything. We're trying to figure that whole thing out because it's going to be weird just doing it on one camera, but we'll figure all that out when we get there.
Yeah, and it's not like I do anything fancy editing. Like, I really don't. But all this to say, like, going kind of back to, like, the Instagram, and that's kind of where you, like, reach people and stuff. Like, if you guys could just, like, share, if this is an encouraging video to you, like, just share it with a friend, share it on Instagram, get it out there. That would help us out so much. And if there's anything specific that you guys would like us to cover or talk about, just let us know.
Yeah.
But that's all I got for you guys today. I think this is going to be a shorter video than what we're normally used to.
But
But
that's okay.
no, I know. I'm just saying, like, That's all I have on my heart for today. But yeah, we love you guys, and Jesus loves you more.
Amen.
Yeah.
This is You Plus Coffee. We out.
Bye.
Peace.